Hello, good morning, good day, good evening, whatever it is for you. My name is Teresa Micheletti, and this site is called Take What Rings True. Sorry, I'm a little late. I was waiting for a delivery that was supposed to be here half an hour ago. So, today I want to talk about a hall on the other side, a heavenly hall called the Hall of Nature. Now, you can visit this as usual when you're asleep, meditating, astrally projecting, or during hypnosis. So, the Hall of Nature is as the hall indicates. It has plants and animals and habitats from the rainforest to the mountains to the oceans, and all species of animals from the beginning of time until now, extinct or not, they are there on the other side. And there's a small hall, but it has large compounds in the back of it that have every habitat that you can imagine. So, deserts and oceans and lakes and mountains and swamps, it's all there. And one reason it's there is people do research on the other side. You may not know this, but people's jobs, you have different jobs on the other side. You may be a facilitator welcoming people back to the other side, or you may work in the Hall of Learning, or you may work who knows where. But one place you could work is doing research at the Hall of Nature. Maybe you're a horticulturist. I think I said that right. And you're making new hybrids of plants, or you're researching what kind of plants because would help people to feel better. Maybe you're a biologist or an environmentalist or an ecologist. All of those people could work at the Hall of Nature. So, this is a place where you can visit animals, where you can visit plants, where you can see ancient fish, where you can see dodo birds, where you can see giant mammoths, where you can go visit the dinosaurs, or maybe your pets are there. Although pets often are being taken care of, your personal pets who've gone to the other side are often being taken care of by relatives or friends or staying in a homey kind of place if they're, used to being in a home or by a home in the yard. So your pets are there. And when you transition to the other side, your pets scurry to the front and greet you before your people greet you. So your loved ones are there, but your pets are scurrying to the front. So your pets are being taken care of on the other side, and you can visit them through hypnosis or meditation. So, and the same way, astrally projecting, or when you're asleep, visit them and ask to remember. You can safely walk with animals on the other side. There's no predator or prey because we don't need to eat. Neither do animals need to eat on the other side. So you can safely walk with a lion and a lamb. You can go visit the dinosaurs and check them out. So your job on the other side might be at the Hall of Nature. You might be taking care of animals. You might be tending the Japanese gardens and the cherry blossoms and the fountains. Or maybe you create the hybrid plants we use on Earth. Or maybe you're finding a way to work with animals on farms that we haven't thought of before. This heavenly hall and the grounds are a place to be one with nature. If you have never been to the ocean, you can easily visit and sit and hear the waves without spending money to travel there. People in heaven on the other side help us on earth. So, one reason they're doing research is so they can find a cure for polio, which they did, and then infuse it, send those thoughts to scientists so that they can help us on earth. Or if you were the person who discovered how to fix a disease or negate a disease, then you might incarnate yourself and bring that knowledge with you. That's another possibility. So there are researchers that can study marine life in the ocean. They can study tree growth in the forests. They can study agriculture. So they can study nutrition and food supplies and give that information to people on Earth so that we can use it to help make our lives better. So every kind of plant, every kind of every kind of plant and every kind of animal from eternity that's been on Earth is on the other side of Earth. So the other side of Earth, or heaven, as we often call it, looks exactly like Earth, but without the cans and without the litter and without the erosion. So it's replicated. And then the Hall of Nature has like all these mini environments and habitats that you can go visit. So you can pet the animals as you walk through the forest or the grassland. You can approach a herd of deer. You can see a pod of whales. Now, on the other side, you can communicate telepathically with animals. Now, you're not going to have long conversations with animals, but you can send a thought that you would like to be able to pet them. Could they please lie down? And they will. So they don't carry on long conversations, but they will oblige you and they will also send their love, which you know on Earth from living on Earth with pets. They're loving animals. They're supportive of us. Now, you have a protective totem animal that's with you. You have your personal angel, you have your spirit guide, you have a totem animal. And the totem animal is a spirit animal that's with you, but likely this totem animal was with you in a previous life. So my totem animal is a cheetah, and that cheetah was with me in a life in Africa. So it's my protective animal in this lifetime. Usually animals only come into life one time because they don't have life charts and have all the lessons to learn. Their job is to support us. Their job is to love us and to be unconditional love. So animals stay animals, people stay people. We don't become animals. You don't become an elephant. You don't become an ant. You don't become a tree. So you stay in your genre. Animals don't need to reincarnate. So, although my wonderful, loving horse agreed to reincarnate with me in this life and help me with a lesson that I needed to learn. So he didn't follow the rule, but all things are possible in God's time and God's space. Now, if you believe it's source or universe, that's fine. So take what rings true and then let the rest drop away. If I say something you don't believe, just let it go. I recall one hypnosis client who spent at least 25 minutes communicating with her crows on the other side. She kept saying, "They're so smart. I just love them. They're so smart." And I did remind her a few times that she'd spent a lot of money for me to travel to her to do regression. And I could guide her to other places on the other side. So perhaps she would like to explore other parts of heaven, but she was content to communicate with her crows. And that's okay. So remember, you can go while you're asleep. Just ask your angel or spirit guide to escort you to the Hall of Nature. Or go during meditation. Just intend to go there. Go when you're astrally projecting. Go during hypnosis. So go to this hall with the intention of enjoying a favorite habitat. Maybe you want to walk in the woods, or maybe you want to swim in the lake. Maybe it's freezing where you are right now and lots of snow, and you would like to have a summer day just floating on the lake. Then go do that. Maybe you want to hike up a mountain and sit by a stream. Maybe you want to visit the aviary and watch the birds. The Hall of Nature is a retreat place. You can feel the stress dropping away. You can swim. Even if you can't swim on Earth now, you can swim on the other side. You feel rejuvenated. You feel refreshed. You feel just a lifting of your spirit. So think about, where would you like to go? What kind of environment would you like to be in? What would you like to sense and feel when you're at the Hall of Nature? What kind of place do you want to visit? I would like to walk through the woods, and I would like to spend some time with dinosaurs. Because, Brontosaurus, I want to see how really big that is. And Tyrannosaurus Rex, how big is his head? 6 feet? I would like to experience it without being chased like in the movies. So they're friendly. They don't need to eat anything. You can just watch them. You can communicate with them. So I was thinking maybe I should post a guided meditation to one of these halls on my YouTube channel. I could do it on Facebook too. Let me know what you think. So my suggestion is that you take some time this week and intend to go to the Hall of Nature and just let your stress drop away. Feel better. Go sit by the ocean and let the water and the sounds just take away the negativity and clear your mind. Or maybe you just like to sit by a stream and listen to the rippling of the water. Or maybe you just want to sit in the middle of the forest. Or maybe you like the desert and you just want to be there and see the vastness of it. And maybe find a lizard. Or what animal would you like to visit with? I always think of Snow White sitting in the forest and having all the little animals come to her. Maybe you want to do that. So, what strikes your fancy? I would suggest that you think about that and visit the Hall of Nature this week. So, thanks for joining me. Sorry I was late. And I hope to see you next Wednesday. So, next week or the week after, I'm putting together what's coming in the future. So, what to expect in the changes of Earth and politics and infrastructure and all that. So, I know a lot of it because of the angels, and I channeled on it last Thursday. So, you sent me questions, I have answers. So, I'll be writing a blog on that, and I will be doing a Take What Rings True session on that. So I will see you next Wednesday. Bye. Thank you so much.